Hello everybody, it's Meldala here and I'm going to read a few pages of this book, A Handbook of English Pronunciation. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to read the page 1, chapter 1, Definition and History of Pronunciation. Pronunciation is the manner in which a word or language is spoken, encompassing various aspects such as the articulation of sounds, stress, rhythm, and intonation patterns, according to Shimamata and Padidi, 2018. It is a fundamental element of communication, as it directly influences how a spoken language is understood by listeners. Pronunciation involves the production of distinct speech sounds known as phonemes, which are the smallest units of sound that distinguish words in a language. In English, for instance, the difference between the words bad and pat lies in just one phoneme. Additionally, pronunciation includes stress patterns, where certain syllables in words are emphasized more than others, and intonation, which refers to the rise and fall of the voice when speaking. These elements help convey not only the meaning of words, but also the speaker's emotions, attitudes, and nuances of speech. Right now, this is the page 2. The historical development of English pronunciation has been shaped by a series of cultural, political, and social influences over many centuries. In the Old English period, 450 to 1150 AD, the language was heavily influenced by the Germanic tribes such as the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes who settled in England. The Vikings also left in significant mark, especially in northern parts of England, where many Scandinavian words and sounds were adopted into the language. At this stage, English pronunciation was vastly different from the modern form we are familiar with today, featuring a range of sounds and patterns that would be unrecognizable to contemporary speakers. The most significant transformation in English pronunciation took place during the modern English period, 50,000 to present, especially with the occurrence of the Great Vowel Shift. This was a major linguistic phenomenon in which the pronunciation of vowels underwent a radical change between the 15th and 18th centuries. Long vowels, in particular, shifted upwards in mouth, so that words like time, which were once pronounced as team, took on their modern forms. The great vowel shift is often considered a key reason why the spelling of English words often does not match the current pronunciation. As English continued to evolve, standardization efforts increased, especially with the rise of printed texts and dictionaries. The work of early lexicographers like Samuel Johnson helped establish guidelines for pronunciation, which contributed to the more uniform pronunciation that we see today. Alright, I read the page ended till the page 3, and now I'm continuing by reading the page 4. It's about the conclusion. In conclusion, pronunciation is dynamic and essential part of language that encompasses not only the physical production of sounds, but also the cultural and historical context in which a language evolves. Understanding the history of pronunciation from its roots in Old English to the modern complexities introduced by global variation and technology provides valuable insight into how language functions as a living, changing system of communication. As English continues to develop and spread, pronunciation will remain a key aspect of language learning and teaching, reflecting both tradition and innovation in the ever-evolving landscape of communication. Now this is a new title. It's a definition of pronunciation. Pronunciation is the way in which words or sounds are spoken, forming an essential aspect of verbal communication. Napoleon 2020. It refers to the accurate production of speech sounds, ensuring clarity and understanding between speakers and listeners. Now, right to the page 5. Pronunciation is not just about articulating individual sounds, but also involves aspects such as stress, intonation, and rhythm that contribute to the overall sound of spoken language. As its core, pronunciation focuses on phonemes, which are the smallest units of sound in a language. For example, the words ba and pa differ in only one phoneme, b and p. Differ in only one phoneme b and p, but this difference changes the meaning entirely. Accurate pronunciation of phonemes is crucial for avoiding misunderstandings and ensuring effective communication. In English, these phonemes are combined into syllables and words, which don't need to be pronounced with appropriate word stress. Certain syllables in words are stressed more than others, which can also influence meaning. For instance, the word record is pronounced differently depending on whether it is used as a noun or a verb. Record versus record. Pronunciation also involves intonation, or the rise and fall of the voice during speech. Intonation helps convey emotions, attitudes, and subtle meanings beyond the words themselves. For example, a rising intonation at the end of a sentence may indicate a question, while a falling intonation might indicate a statement or conclusion. Furthermore, rhythm in pronunciation refers to the flow and timing of speech, making the delivery of language smooth and natural. In addition to these core elements, pronunciation is influenced by regional accents and variations. Different English-speaking regions such as the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia have distinct ways of pronouncing words with notable differences in vowel and consonant sounds. These differences are a natural part of language evolution and can serve as markers of identity, indicating where a person comes from or their cultural background. In conclusion, pronunciation is a complex and multifaceted component of language that goes beyond simply saying words correctly. It encompasses the precise articulation of sounds, the proper use of stress and intonation, and the natural rhythm of speech. Mastering pronunciation is crucial for clear and effective communication, as it ensures that meaning is conveyed accurately and that the speaker's message is understood as intended. Now the new title, the history of pronunciation in English. Right. The history of pronunciation in the English language is fascinating. journey that reflects the broader changes in society, culture, and communication over the centuries, 20 and 2018. English pronunciation has evolved significantly, shaped by invasions, migrations, and global influences, leading to the rich diversity of accents and dialects we heard today. The early stage of English, known as English 450 to 1150 AD, was heavily influenced by the Germanic tribes, the Anglo-Saxons and Jutes, who settled in England. Old English had a highly complex system of sounds, including a variety of vowel and consonant pronunciation that are very different from modern English. Additionally, the Viking invasions brought all Norse influences into the language, especially in the northern regions of England. During this period, English pronunciation was closer to other Germanic languages like Old High German and Old Norse. Alright, we arrive at page 9. Okay, and continue. In conclusion, the history of pronunciation in English is a story of continuous change and adaptation. From its Germanic roots and the influences of French to the transformational impact of the Great Vowel Shift and the rise of global varieties, English pronunciation has evolved in response to historical events and cultural shifts. Understanding this story not only depends our appreciation of the language but also helps explain the diversity of accents and dialects that characterize English today. Alright, now this is the new title. See, the importance of pronunciation in communication. Pronunciation plays a crucial role in effective communication, serving as the bridge between spoken language and understanding. It encompasses not only the correct articulation of sound but also the nuances of stress, intonation, and rhythm that enhance clarity and meaning. The significance of pronunciation extends beyond more correctness. It impacts how messages are conveyed and received in various contexts. One of the primary reasons pronunciation is vital in communication is that it directly affects understanding. When words are pronounced correctly, listeners can easily recognize and interpret them. Mispronunciations can lead to confusion, misunderstandings, and even embarrassment. For instance, a slight difference in pronunciation can alter the meaning of a word entirely, as in homophones like there, and there. In such cases, incorrect pronunciation may hinder the listener's comprehension and disrupt the flow of conversation. Moreover, pronunciation is essential in establishing credibility and professionalism. In professional settings, clear and accurate pronunciation reflects competence and confidence. Individuals who communicate effectively through proper pronunciation are often perceived as more trustworthy and authoritative. This perception can significantly impact personal interactions, job interviews, presentations, and networking opportunities, as clear communication enhances the speaker's ability to engage and persuade others. In addition, pronunciation plays a significant role in conveying emotion and intention. The way words are pronounced through stress and intonation can alter their meaning and emotional impact. For instance, a statement delivered with rising intonation may simply a question or uncertainty, while falling intonation can indicate finality or assurance. Understanding these subtle ties allows speakers to express themselves more effectively, enabling them to convey not just information but also feelings and attitudes. Alright, now this is the last page. It's page 12, and it's about a conclusion. Right. In conclusion, pronunciation is a fundamental aspect of communication that significantly influences understanding, credibility, emotional expression, and interpersonal relationships. Its importance cannot be overstated, as effective pronunciation not only enhances clarity and comprehension, but also fosters confidence and engagement in various communicative contexts. Mastering pronunciation is essential for anyone seeking to communicate effectively, whether in personal interactions, professional settings, or language learning in the forums. Alright, I finished to read the pronunciation part, and thank you for your attention. So have a great day.